Hi, Phil Aston here from Now Spinning Magazine with another quick update on how physical sales are doing, and I specifically look at the top positions in the UK album chart. And this is just to give a quick overview of what's going on between CD sales and vinyl sales. And remember, this channel, Now Spinning Magazine, the website and everything else associated with it, the Facebook group, is multi-format. I know every time I do one of these, when I talk about CD sales against vinyl sales, I get some channels of people sitting in front of loads of vinyl or CDs saying that one is better than the other, and that, and they show me stats from 2022. I've done all that, and I've got videos about all that everywhere. This is just a complete snapshot in where we are now. And as I said, this is all about, Now Spinning Magazine is multi-format. I love all formats, and basically the stats that I show is to show that the music fans are actually buying both. Some people are buying one or the other, but a majority of people, especially the audience that's growing here, don't mind. We buy CDs depending on what it is, we buy vinyl depending on what it is, and sometimes we get both depending on what it is. So what's happening in this week's UK album chart? Well, at number one are the Foo Fighters with But Here We Are on Columbia, and number two, straight in number two, is Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds as well. And I'll also touch on Avenged Sevenfold, which have gone straight in at number 21, and Rival Sons, who've gone in at number 30. Oh, and Roger Waters has obviously popped in as well. Now this is a physical release of his album, The Lockdown Sessions, which is available on CD and vinyl. So here's the breakdown. So number one in the charts this week is But Here We Are by the Foo Fighters. So straight in at number one. And what's interesting about this, and why I wanted to mention it this week, is it's been physically released on two different CD variants and two vinyl variants as well. Now the sales to get to number one this week were 44,513, and physical sales were 35,030. Downloads were 5,734, and stream sales equivalent streams, were 3,749. No cassettes. Anyway, so that breakdown of 35,000 physical sales is as follows. There were 20,712 CDs, and of the two vinyl variants added together was 13,061. So CD sales were ahead by about 7,000, but looking at the price differential, doesn't really make that much difference. So 20,712 CDs and 13,061 vinyl equivalents. If I look at Noel Gallagher now, who's in at number two, he had three separate CD versions, and he had six vinyl versions as well. And the breakdown here is that the CD sales were 15,613. So that's 15,613 of three separate CD variants, and of the six vinyl versions available, there were 14,209 sales. He also had two cassette variants. Two cassette versions. Who'd have thought it? 1,401, and there were five digital variants. Interesting. And there were 5,000 downloads from that, and 3,396 sales equivalent streams for the rest of the album. And the other two I wanted to mention was Avenged Sevenfold with Dark Fighter, which has gone in at number 21 with 4,034 sales, and Rival Sons, who've gone in with 2,791 sales, and Roger Waters is in also at number 63 with 2,043 sales. So that was just a quick snapshot of the UK album market and the breakdown between CDs and vinyl for the top two positions. So it's just a snapshot for those of you who worry about these stats thinking I need to compile it over the whole year. I am. I've got another interview with Karen Emanuel from the Key Production, who are one of the UK's leading pressing plants for CD and vinyl at the end of the year. There is a podcast where I talked to Karen earlier in the year talking about the UK market for physical albums, whether it's vinyl and CD, and I also do lots of videos summing up what's going on in other countries as well, which you'll find within the channel or on the Now Spinning magazine website. I will just add what the overall total physical sales were for the whole of the UK album market this week, and they were 320,991 sales. It's about 14% of the total market. So yes, I know that physical music is a niche. It's a certain demographic, but it's a spreading demographic, as my recent video about are young people buying more CDs? They are, but they're also buying more vinyl as well. There is a feeling that, that people want to be able to touch and be more connected to the artist and want that more tactile feeling of being next to the music. It's a universal thing. It isn't going to be like it was in 1975. There's so many different things now after our attention. And I have nothing against streaming. As I've said before, I stream all the time. I have no problem with that, and I have no problem with things being called sales equivalent stream sales. But the focus here is about talking to you as collectors. And when I say collectors, do you know what? I don't actually like that phrase, really, because collectors sound like people that store things away, don't take the cellophane off the package, because one day they're going to sell it and hopefully get twice as much money as they paid for it, perhaps. I see it as music fans, a certain type of fan who just likes to, I suppose it is the word collect, but buy things and collect things to play them, to enjoy them, to take them off the shelf and not be too precious about them, but equally to be around them, just like I am sitting here in front of this little batch of records, which are all around the house, is because I like, aesthetically, they are things of beauty. They are like a form of art. It's an art collection for the kind of for people. That it's an accessible form of art to be around, whether I'm close to it, whether there's a CD box set here, or where I'm putting it on to play it. It's an interaction that brings me a lot of joy, and I know it does for a lot of you as well. And I've also had lots of really nice messages this week from people who've felt that they some of their close friends weren't into music as much as they used to be, and now they can interact with, on the Facebook group for Now Spinning, or on the websites, or just talk to me on the YouTube channel, and realise that there are lots of people from all different ages who just love, buying music and collecting music, but to enjoy it, not just to stick it away thinking one day somebody might want that. It's all about enjoying it. Anyway, as usual with these tiny little videos that start off as tiny little videos, I've waffled on. So thank you for watching, thank you for being here. If you'd like to support me further and to help me do more of this, please become a patron or YouTube subscriber, or you can actually just make a one-off donation to Now Spinning with the links that are below this video, or if you find it on the website. But remember, music is the healer and the doctor. It's really important, especially in these troubled times that we live in. Stay safe, keep spinning those discs, whatever they are. Have a great time, and I shall talk to you very, very soon.